Hey y'all, this is T. Today is February 24th, 2017. I've been doing some extensive research on current events, and it brought me back to this video, which I had viewed some time ago. It was actually recorded on October 17th, 2012. Webster Tarpley, CIA Mormon Mafia in the Benghazi attack. And there's the channel it's on right there. I cannot pronounce that. Very interesting stuff, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and play a clip. I put some visual aids, and with all of the visual aids that I have included, there are links below. I can't help but ask myself, if I were in a very powerful position running the United States, or had great influence on that, and the United States had become corrupted from within, how exactly would you extract the poison and get rid of it? I keep that in the back of my mind. And with a lot of things that we've seen that are just a little bit off, I ask myself, are we draining the swamp, so to speak? And if so, how are we doing that?
This points to the Mormon Mafia, and the Mormon Mafia simply means the faction that would do that, and I'm sure there are lots and lots of actual card-carrying Mormons in there. Now, the interesting story, the Republicans are attempting to muddy the waters, right? Clearly, the Romney people, first of all, they don't want any attention on the film, well, because they made the film, right? Their top foreign policy guy is up to his neck on the film, but they also don't really want any attention to what actually happened. It's very interesting. According to Fox News, 3 days after the September 11th killings, we had none other than CIA Director General David Petraeus gave a briefing to the members of the House Intelligence Committee in which he said this in Benghazi, this attack, was an out-of-control demonstration. It was a demonstration that went violent, and they were there to protest the Islamophobic YouTube video, but it got out of hand, and that's how he explained it. And according to Fox News, the source that tells them this is shocked. They're shocked that the great General Petraeus is telling them this. So this is a very interesting problem. Petraeus is a darling of these neocon networks who are absolutely on board with Romney. So you wonder, is Petraeus helping Romney against Obama? I think he is. And you could say Petraeus is actually the source, right? What Biden claimed in the debate, right? Biden said, the intelligence community told us it was a demonstration that had gone violent. And indeed they did. And here's Petraeus documented 3 days after the fact in the face of Republican opposition, sticking to a story that it was a demonstration that got out of hand.
The point is here is that it wasn't a demonstration, right?
No, this is a little bit harder to say. And you said there's no demonstration at all. That I don't know. There might have been a demonstration at some point during the day. But primarily, the thing that killed the ambassador is not a demonstration, and it's not people who lost their heads in a demonstration. It's Kumu and the Ansar al-Sharia, who are not there to demonstrate. These are killers. Now, here's another thing now. The security. Why didn't the ambassador have security, right? The Republicans obviously say Obama's responsible. First of all, this is crazy on the face of it. If anybody's responsible, it's Hillary Clinton. She's the Secretary of State, not Obama, right? Little, personnel requests inside the State Department from diplomatic missions are not sent to the White House. This is absolutely off the wall. If you want, Hillary Clinton is the one. So they're not interested in that because she's going to retire anyway. It's interesting that at the hearings held by the Issa committee, Darrell Issa, richest man in Congress apparently, his leadoff witness was Special Forces Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Wood of the Utah National Guard. How about that? As soon as you hear Utah, you have to figure it's either a Mormon or an ally of the Mormons. And what did this interesting Lieutenant Colonel Wood have to say? He said he had requested reinforcements, right? He wanted more people sent there to defend the embassy. But it turned out from the testimony of other witnesses that the motivation, in other words, Wood never bothered to fill out the complete application, if you will. He never substantiated, right? What's the danger? And again, you have to look at it from their point of view. Here, we're getting along great with these terrorists. Why do we have to worry? Well, of course you do. You do have to worry, but Wood never made that clear. So I would discount the testimony of any Mormon. I'm afraid it is a very tight-knit group, and they want Romney. Now, the person who would have been responsible was Charlene Lamb, Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for International Programs in the Diplomatic Security Bureau of the State Department. Now, this lady is a cop, and she brought along an interesting photograph. It's a commercially available satellite picture, probably Google Earth or something like this, which shows the U.S. consulate in Benghazi and surrounding areas. As soon as she brought this out, another Mormon went wild, and that's Congressman Jason Chaffetz. This Chaffetz was touted by Issa as the prime mover of the whole demonstration. So Chaffetz starts yelling, "Point of order, point of order. These are classified materials. These are sources and methods, totally inappropriate. Shut it down. Take down this picture." And the Secretary Lamb said, "Oh, look, this is unclassified. This is off the internet." No. Chaffetz goes wild. "I was there in Libya. They told me that I should never talk about what you're talking about here today." And first of all, Issa says, "Leave it up." And then they whisper in his ear for 5 minutes. And then he finally says, "Take it down." Now, what is it that's revealed? Well, what's revealed is that there's a CIA base nearby, that one of these annexes is a CIA base, and it has, some say 7, some say 12 highly trained CIA operatives. Now, this is roughly the equivalent of the site security team, the SST, that this Mormon colonel I mentioned before said he requested. So the State Department didn't send it, but the CIA had it there anyway. Maybe that was the reason. They said, "We don't need 2. We already got 1." So it's this is called a rapid response team, rapid response force of 7 to 12 members. And this is now the big question. Suppose it's a 7 or 12 member CIA team. When the attack on Ambassador Stevens took place, where was the CIA rapid response force? Why didn't they fight? And they didn't. They were nowhere to be found. They were AWOL. They ran away. So here we have a CIA asset killing Ambassador Stevens, and the nearest significant CIA asset, right, which is it's quite a large team for someplace like Benghazi normally, they don't lift a finger to save his life. How about that? Do you smell a fault?